All right, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, guys. It is time for what I'm calling the best lander yet. That's right, Knafs makes this design called the Lander. This is the Lander 3. This is the Blade Binge dark mode version, dropping on November 8th at 12 p.m. Eastern, only at Blade Binge shop in this dark mode version, and only 200 pieces. So let's jump into this guy and show it off. Now it's in the Brittany blue camo carbon. There's your Knafs logo, thumb studs, very simple knife. We do have the Kaiser clutch lock on here. This is OEM'd by Kaiser. Bam, I'm telling you, this is how you defeat my problem with the springs on a wow, what is this called, KC? On a bar lock. And the way you do that is by making the thumb studs in the right geometric position where they just pop out like that, okay? Because of course you're going to get that nice smooth drop on bearings that a lot of people like on a bar lock, and you don't get that sluggish if you have a flipper or the thumb stud in the wrong place or a hole. You often get a really sluggish deployment, but you do not on this one. It just flies out of there. We have this black wash blade, and guys, check this out. This is in 20 CV. Yes, sir. There's your dark mode logo and your what is up, guys. And this is made by Kaiser. Now, you do have some weight reduction, but you do have full liners on this one, which I think is great. You do have your two standoffs. You have a reversible clip with a filler tab. Yes, sir. Very nice clip. Goes in and out of the pocket well. Deep carry all the way to the end of the knife. Really nothing sticking out. And again, you know the Lander is a small knife for me, but this is done really well. Now, up to this point, my favorite Lander had been this guy. This is the Urban EDC Supply M390 version. Now, it actually came with flat. Let's see if I can find them real quick. If I can't find them quick, we'll move on. Here we go. So it actually came with flat, which is what most Landers were coming with at this point. Flat Sagaya scales, okay? But they also included these contoured G10 scales in here in the same color. And these went by the wayside really quickly for me because I don't ever prefer flat scales. That's just me. I know that flat is what the Lander had originally come with, but when I first saw these contoured ones with that beautiful banding in the G10, I was like, yes, sir. So again, still a small knife. I do like the liner lock here, a very snappy as well, but because they defeated, in this case, the the spring issue, and we just, by the way, nice chamfer here to get to those studs. Really like that a lot. This one did not have that chamfer, but also you can see, and I don't know what the big difference is here between the Lander 1 and the Lander 3, but you can see the studs are much higher on the original Lander 1, and they're lower on the 3, so they put this chamfer in there. But what they did by lowering that stud to the scale is they made it geometrically where there's just so much more what's the word, Casey? Force that you put into that when you put it out. Now you have a black wash 20 CV blade, and just a gorgeous dark mode with the Brittany blue camo contoured, as I said, and then the black wash hardware black wash blade, and these are made by Kaiser. Really, really good. And I don't know that there's a lot of other differences. Obviously, this particular one had nested liners rather than full liners, so it's a little narrower. So this one, the new dark mode, is a little thicker, but I don't mind that. Again, small knife. I do get 4 fingers, but just. And what this does is it allows this guy to fill my hand much, much better. No jimping. I don't need it. Beautiful flat grind here. Now, I do feel that clip a little bit right here in the middle of my palm, but it is not bad. Again, you round that out and you don't even feel it anymore. Just position your hand. Now, there is your comparison with the Lander 1, and here is your comparison with the first Ben Peterson design, the Banter from WE Knives. Now, you can see Ben has a type here. He loves to be able to put his thumb as far out to the end and his finger all the way out to the end as he can. He loves this pinch grip, and that is great. By the way, locked up like a rock, no lock rock, no blade play, dead centered out of the box. Great action, as you've seen throughout the video. Now, as far as specs, this guy is made by Kaiser, 2.75 inches on the blade, 6.375 overall. And again, these are available on November the 8th at noon. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of paper cutting. You guys know I'm not good at this, so bear with me. We're going to try this and see how it goes. It didn't work well right off the bat there. There we go. Now, that is obviously a KC issue. There we go. This guy is good and sharp. I struggle with holding the paper at the correct angle to be able to get that. But you can see, very, very sharp. Trying to stay away from cardboard because this is going back to our friends at Blade Binge and want to keep it in pristine condition. So, almost forgot to do our full-on comparisons of the Ontario Rat 1 and the Rat 2. And they also don't give us weight here, but I think it's easy to say that this is about 2.5 to 3 ounces is what I would put it. So I'm not going to bother to get the scale out for this because that's pretty much exactly what it is. So let's just do this comparison one more time. But I'm going to put the Banter on top and the Lander 1. Again, they look very similar, the Lander 1 and the Lander 3. It is the 2. Obviously, the Lander 2 was the bigger version of the Lander 1, but it incorporated the Kaiser clutch lock, and now you've gone back to this original size and have added the clutch lock. So really, really cool indeed. Ben is such a cool dude. Still trying, Ben, if you're watching this, still want to get you on one of my streams. Y'all let Ben know he's got to come on a KF Live or a Weekend Review or one of my streams. Y'all give him some pressure there because I definitely have been doing it. So again, this is the Knafs, Lander 3, a Blade Binge dark mode exclusive. Oh, I haven't even talked about price. What am I doing? So these are $169, but you can use code KnivesFast at checkout for 10% off. I cannot believe I almost forgot to even talk about the price, dunderhead. But anyway, so again, $169. Take that 10% off. You're down around what, 150 something, and let's just say 155 or so. And that is pretty dang good for 20 CV and Brittany Blue Camo Carbon. What a great value. I will leave the link down below. These drop on the 8th at noon. Again, code KnivesFast gets you 10% off only at Blade Binge Shop. I'll leave the link below. I'll leave the code below. Thanks to Eric for sending this over. And thanks to Ben for making such a cool knife. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and thank you for watching the Knives Fast channel.